Oh, yes.
Gotcha, bitch.
So I'm choosing to tell you, right? And
If you're choosing to tell me, you don't have to drink.
I don't have to drink. Okay.
What's up, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of The Raw Lens with your host, Lionheart, the show that takes you behind the curtain and into the raw, unfiltered stories of today's top creatives and entrepreneurs. Now listen, every time I mention the beauty industry, I get the same response. When are you bringing her on? The educator, the stylist, the boss, the one who literally runs the game. Well, today, it's happening. The chair is full, the mic is hot, and the queen of transformation is in the building, Miss Alivtina Israel, who is also known on her Instagram page as Beauty Junkie. With over 25 years behind the chair, she's not just a hairstylist, she's a full-on movement. She's been leading the charge with proaddiction treatments for the past 8 years, educating thousands, running a wildly successful business, and building a Facebook community, over 45,000 beauty pros who live and breathe the methods. She's a trendsetter, a teacher, a businesswoman, and a voice that carries weight in the world of cosmetology. Today, we get the story behind the brand, the hustle, the heat, the hair and legacy she's building one strand at a time. Miss Alivtina, welcome to the show.
Oh my God, such an honor. Wow, this was amazing.
Good to have you on.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Now, how did you start your journey into the world of hairstyling and cosmetology?
Just a quick thing. I've always, as a child, I loved hair. Like, I used to be bold when I was little. I would just literally be bold because I would find any reason for my parents to take me, mostly my dad, to take me to a hair salon just so I could, how much can you cut already, right? So I have so many pictures of my hair either being really short or bold. Just I would find any reason to go, and I would just lie and say I like to be bold, but I would go there and I like the smell of the hairspray and I just like the vibe. I just liked how people were always there. I loved it.
So it's like a social club for you.
Social club, but yet I enjoyed the beauty. I know it's weird, but bold and shortcuts. But
so where was the pivotal moment you thought this was going to be your long life career?
I actually didn't think it will be my long life career. I lived in Seattle. That's where we moved from Tashkent to Seattle in 1991, and I went to school there. I went to beauty school there. Just I wanted fast money kind of thing, knowing that I had a thing for beauty. Yeah. I was working as a makeup artist, and that's why I said, let me get more education going into beauty school and become a hairdresser. And I guess it just took off from there. So
what was the biggest challenge in your early years, and how did you overcome it?
I guess the challenge was maybe switching states from Washington State to New York at age 22. And it's Seattle is just I want to say real America. And then coming to New York, you're back to your country, back to Tashkent, kind of thing. But it was an adjustment.
When did you first open your business? Let's start it that way.
So my parents, they bought me a hair salon on Kings Highway. It was 2000. I bought a hair salon. It was 5 chairs. It was small. I had it for 4 years, and then I sold it. So that was my own business that I was running.
Any plans on moving to a bigger space?
For now, no. I'm comfortable where I'm at.
Yeah.
Yep. I tried. It's just I chose quality over quantity because I tried. I was in a different location last year for a short time. When I'm not around, the place was just not running the right way. So I chose to be in one place. People travel to us. It's fine. So I prefer quality over quantity.
I know that you're an educator, but when did education become part of your mission? Why was it so important to you?
I'm an educator. I do master classes. I'm not educating, but master of my signature techniques. I do help out to our head educator, who is a Yair Arubas, for proaddiction, but that's different. As a master Alivtina, Beauty Junkie, that's what my techniques that I've learned over the years.
I also want to talk to you about your very well-known Facebook group with over 48,000 members. How did it start and what makes you thrive?
So how did it start? Actually, the group is going to be 10 years old
Wow.
in October.
Amazing.
So I have to do something big for that. How did it start? So I'm a mother of 4. My son was already starting a daycare. He was almost 2 years old. And obviously, I can't really work full time because 4 little kids under age of 7. So I wanted just to keep myself busy. I opened a group calling it Beauty Junkie. Why Beauty Junkie? Is because I have obsession with makeup. Younger me now. Now not so much, but I was starting off as a makeup artist. And let's say I have a party to go to and I'm looking for a dress. I will skip the dress and I'll buy it and I'll walk out, from the mall with makeup. So I was in my head always calling myself like like I'm a junkie.
Yeah, like a junkie for beauty. Yeah.
Yeah, like so I was like, you know what? So how did I open the group? So there was another couple of groups that I was part of on Facebook, and I've noticed when if I post something, it gets a lot of engagements. I'm like, open your own group, like have your own, because they would like block you or they'll delete or they won't approve. I said, you know what? Let me just open my own group and be my own boss. And this is what I did, and it just took off from there.
So how did you handle your competition in such a saturated market? I mean, there's lots of competition for you, of course.
You mean as like hairdresser, like just in general, cosmetology? Look, I always bring example that whatever you meant to attract, it's gonna come to you. And also I bring to myself as an example, like, look how many restaurants out there. Look how many nail salons out there, or like hair. Back in the days when I had my hair salon on Kings Highway, we had maybe, I'm not joking, around 10 within 2 blocks radius, and everybody, it was enough for everyone. So I kind of didn't look at that as a competition.
So any competition today?
I'm sure there is, but I don't look at them as my competition. Again, whatever is meant for me, I'm only one. I have staff, I have employees that work for me, but again, I prefer quality over quantity. So I have a name.
What do you think most new stylists get wrong when trying to build a name? Because I know you built Beauty Junkie. So
I could see they're copying me, right? I mean, I don't mind being copied at all, but I think it should just be put your own signature thing.
But you know what they say about people that copy?
It doesn't bother me.
No. It means that you're doing something right if people copy.
100%. First of all, I helped launching this treatment, right? And to see how it grew and how many people doing this, I mean, I get I guess maybe natural high out of it.
Natural high. You're not envious. You're actually overjoyed.
No, not at all. Not envious at all.
No, you're just overjoyed that people are.
Of course, because we've started from 0, and it just became all over the world, I want to say. That's amazing.
How long did it take you to actually get out there, be popular? How many years did it took for you to get well known?
So actually, I think proaddiction gave me a push. Yeah, my group is was whatever. But once I got into proaddiction, it just step by step got bigger and bigger.
So tell us what proaddiction is and why you were drawn to it.
So proaddiction is a non-toxic, a healthier alternative to keratin. It took me time to agree to do this treatment because in my head I was thinking it's like keratin, and I hated keratin because of the smell, because most keratins have formaldehyde, and which is a preservative that smells like you just cough. And there's a lot of hair salons have a designated rooms where they do this treatment, with the vents, or a lot of hair salons do this outside. So first of all, it's bad for your health. Second, it's very cancerous chemical. Besides, it's a risk as a hairdresser to breathe this, right?
Yeah.
Then a client goes home and they still have active ingredients in their hair for 3 days. They cannot touch their hair. You sleep on it, right? So it's bad.
Yeah.
So proaddiction is completely formaldehyde-free formula, and you go home with clean hair. You don't go home with active ingredients.
So it's no preservatives, no chemicals.
And it's more customizable. So it took me about 6 months. I was brushing my friend off because I brought this product. You have to try it. You have to. And I'm like, leave me alone. Don't like. I was like, just leave me alone. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. He's like, just try it. And once I tried it, I fell in love with it.
So you got into the game of proaddiction as soon as it was.
Yeah, basically.
Got it.
Basically, like plus minus. I don't know. It's.
How has it changed the game for your clients? Have you been getting more clients because of this? Or?
Of course. So by trade, I've been doing hair for over 25 years. So by trade, I specialized with color.
Mm-hmm.
So if you, I was a colorist, right, before proaddiction.
Mm-hmm.
Now, as a colorist, people come to me and they say they do overdoing, let's say, color, and they're doing highlights, so your hair is becoming damaged. It's inevitable. You can't help it.
Yeah.
Okay, it becomes damaging. Now, proaddiction restores and repairs your hair with protein. So it's not just to make the hair straight, it makes your hair healthy. It's like nutrients to your hair.
Can this proaddiction be applied for men also?
Absolutely.
What about for men that sensitive hairs, like thinning hairs? Is it good for that?
Again, it depends. If it's frizzy, yes. If it's just thinning, no.
Got it.
Because proaddiction is not applied directly into your scalp, so it doesn't really do anything. It doesn't make it worse. It doesn't make it better for your scalp, like for your hair growth. It does help your hair to become healthier, so you will see the length faster.
What do you suggest for thinning hair? And
so I've studied to become a trichologist.
Trichologist?
Yes, it's like a holistic hair doctor. I'm not an MD, right? It's called trichologist. It's a course that I took last year. Now, there's many factors for thinning hair, but believe it or not, exfoliating. There's exfoliations for scalps, and to also this trend right now, what happened a few years already with the head scalp massage. It's basically it's like a facial for your scalp. You got to take care of your scalp. There's so much built up from pollution, from
oils,
shampoo,
yeah.
oils, mousse, gels, I mean, you name it. So you really have to take care of your scalp just the way you do your skin.
Are there any upcoming trends you're really excited about?
The thing is, I don't follow trends like that with hair. I've never did. Like, let's say people come, oh, bangs are in style now, right? And I'll be like, I don't care if it's in style. If it doesn't look good on you, it's not going to be in style.
Depends on how you look, your face, yeah.
So trends-wise, no. I mean, if you're talking about hair, I don't follow the trends.
All right, so what's one myth about hair care that drives you crazy?
Not a myth. I don't know how people would put this. Like, let's say when you're pregnant, right? Or when you're pregnant, should you cut your hair or should you color your hair? So it's such a myth. Nothing was proven. And I always say, like, look, if you're so nervous, just don't color first trimester, and then you can, I guess it's a myth.
So yeah, because I think it's ridiculous that people would relate hair to pregnancy. It's like,
I mean, no, I mean, there is a thing into it because, like, let's say color does penetrate into the scalp, right? Because it's applied directly on your scalp. But my thing is, okay, first trimester, the baby is developing, you're like very careful, you shouldn't do anything. But I see a lot of people who don't take care of themselves while they're pregnant, right? Roots like this, hair is not taken care of. I'm like, take it. I don't know, 4 kids later, I did my color, I did my highlights, and thank God. I say you should look beautiful. You should take care of yourself while you're pregnant and not wait till you give birth and then you go and you get your roots done or cut your hair much off. You know, I think it's a myth again. It's a superstitious thing that I never followed.
Now we have a truth or shot segment.
Oh boy.
Truth or shot, of course, you all know, is where if the interviewer refuses and answer the question, they have to take a shot. Are you ready?
I hope I'm not going to come out of here drunk.
Let's do this. Tonight's request, it will be a tequila with soda water.
Yes.
Let's do this.
I'm on a diet, so
yeah.
This
so
is,
unfortunately, she's on a diet.
Unfortunately, always I'm on a diet. Okay, I requested tequila and mint, and he fully prepared. It's like, wow.
Yes, of course. So let's start out with a little bit of mint. Okay.
Okay. Anyone ever requested a crazy drink?
They did. Some few brought their own.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the few brought their own drinks, yes.
Because why? Because it's not kosher or...
No, they just had a preferred drink. I said I have a full bar, whatever you want. I had an interviewer bring me a very interesting drink I never saw before. It was already a cocktail in a bottle. I just forgot what it was called. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Speaking kind of like off topic a little bit, but it's Passover time. The craziest question I ever got, right? Like the craziest question. If proaddiction is kosher for Passover. And it's a real question.
Oh, let's talk about it.
It's a real question.
While I'm making the drink, let's talk about it.
Yes. Is proaddiction is kosher for Passover?
It is?
Look, I called the company and they told me, yes, it is.
I've seen the most ridiculous items that are kosher for Passover. For example, when I went to a kosher store, they were selling kosher for Passover salt water.
Yeah, I was going to say water.
Salt water. How do you make that kosher? By putting kosher salt in it?
I don't know.
It's ridiculous.
Or just water.
Okay, so now that we muddled the mint with a little bit of tonic water, add some ice.
I'm telling you, it's like you're Andy Cohen. Bravo. You see this word? Like he doesn't know what word it is, right? Take a shot.
Yes. So now we have
a shot of your drink.
tequila.
Tequila is kosher for Passover, by the way. Oh my God, I was posting today my recipes and some people say, is quinoa kosher for Passover? I didn't know. I'm like, it is kosher, but listen, between me and you, even if it wasn't kosher, why are you asking me if I kosher?
It doesn't have bread in it. That's the most important thing. Okay, now we have a little bit more.
Oh my God, that's a lot of tequila. I missed it. Oh my God, that was a lot of tequila.
No. Now this is all washed down. So, let's have our first sip.
L'chaim.
Chaim.
Kosher Passover. It's a good drink, right? Mm-hmm.
Very good drink.
You should name it Beauty Junkie.
Beauty Junkie, that's it.
Beauty Junkie drink.
That's it. Beauty Junkie drink.
Yes.
First truth or shock question. What's the most toxic thing you've seen behind the salon chair, client or coworker?
I think luckily, honestly, I never experienced toxic.
Throughout
Never
your years?
experienced, no.
Throughout your years, nothing?
Toxic, no.
All right, so...
give me examples.
All right, so let's say I'll relate this to a barbershop. Obviously, I used to work in a barbershop, but anything related to the hair industry is like a social club, right? You guys talk, this and that, drama.
Oh, yes.
Gotcha, bitch.
So I'm choosing to tell you, right? And
if you're choosing to tell me, you don't have to drink.
I don't have to drink. Okay. So, we're Russian speaking, right? My workers are Russian speaking. And I had 2 clients there. No, we had 3 clients. Each of us had a client. And one client was a new customer. And we weren't sure if she spoke Russian or not, but I felt that she was speaking Russian. My employee, I won't name names, one of them, she's, she has a mouth on her. She curses and just a young girl, whatever. I was talking to my client. We were like gossiping. Oh, what was it? What was it about? It was something. And I'm like, I have a video to show you. But yet I was paying attention next to me with the client that we weren't sure if she spoke Russian or not, because everybody else spoke Russian.
Yeah.
Now I said, listen, just take it down, because I could see she's cranky. Like I said in Russian, I could see she's cranky. Give her attention. Don't focus what we're doing. Just focus on your client, please. So whatever we're doing, and I'm telling my client, I have a video. I'm going to show you a video. We're gossiping about something, right? So she goes I want to see it. And so she goes I want to see the video too. I'm like, don't walk away from your client. Stay focused, please. Basically, now she goes I'm your pokhoy.
Like she doesn't care. I don't give a fuck.
Yes. And the client goes you realize, right? I speak Russian. That moment, I didn't know where to put myself. I wish there was a hole I could just jump in there. So all of us were
you froze.
Yeah. So I had to really apologize to the client, and I gave her a discount. It was bad. And then my client tried to ease the situation, and we were all super we've changed completely. But since then we have a code that we say to each other not to talk Russian, because we're guessing she's Russian.
Got it.
For example, I'll tell you the code. Should I reveal the code? Okay, I'll change the code after.
Reveal the code.
Is this bleach? Is this, because we work with color bleach, right? So bleach. So we hear the word bleach. means don't talk or don't say anything bad because it might be a Russian client that understands. How do we get into codes is I happen to have the client who works in the medical office. It's also Russians, and she says when we say stage 4 cancer so that means
any word that that's
right. So that's like stop talking.
So have you ever completely botched a client's hair and pretend like it was intentional, like you messed up a client's hair on purpose?
Who does that? No.
There are people that do that.
No, I never did this. I can admit I burned somebody's bleach years ago, and the thing is, listen, we're not robots. We make mistakes, right? And there's no way you can burn the hair really. With proaddiction, right? But like with bleach, I was doing highlights, and that specific bleach, I didn't know then that you're not supposed to put it under the heat, and I put it under the heat.
Oh, because it's.
But it wasn't horrible. But I saw you can't. One thing about me, if I did something wrong, I'll admit it. And I was like, look, I didn't take money from her, and I tried to she came back for a few treatments, this and that, but nothing on purpose.
Got it. Okay.
You have to be vicious to do that.
No, there are women that do that. There are people in the industry that do that. You'll be surprised. I've seen a lot of TikTok videos that they do that on purpose.
On purpose?
Yes. Oh. You have to be very detailed with this question. Name a beauty influencer you think is overrated. Take a shot.
L'chaim. Definitely there is one, but I won't mention.
So now we have, of course, as you all know, a new segment in our show called the red button question. So if you don't want to answer these questions, you could press the red button and you could have a drink.
Oh, so it's two things I have to do.
Two things,
okay.
Yes. You've built a massive brand and reputation. But let's say someone offered you $1 million in cash today to leak the real unfiltered screenshots of the wildest drama that's ever gone down in your Facebook group. No names, hidden, full exposure. Would you take the money and let the chaos unfold, or press the red button and keep the sisterhood sacred?
The names will be exposed?
Yes.
No.
Drink. You're offered $2 million in cash, tax-free. But here's the catch. You must publicly denounce proaddiction as a harmful and outdated trend and sign a deal to exclusively promote a competitor's product that you secretly think is trash.
Never. Never I would do that.
I think by the end of the show, you'll be completely drunk.
I think, yeah.
A competitor salon down the block is stealing your clients using shady tactics. You're offered $500K to anonymously leak damage info about their business, info that may or may not be fully true, but it will ruin their reputation. No one will know it was you. Do you take the deal or hit the red button and let karma handle it?
Karma.
Yeah?
Karma. Karma is a bitch. I believe in karma. I've had, I won't mention names or what, but karma hit hard.
Yeah?
Yes.
If you had to completely give up doing hair or shut down your Facebook group for over 48,000 members, would you do it?
No.
What? Do what?
I wouldn't do it.
Which one?
Neither of them. Or
you have to choose one.
One. Either a Facebook group or
doing hair with your business.
Oh, I would go the group.
Yeah?
Yeah. I used to be as more active on group more, but proaddiction took over.
Got it. Okay. Yeah. You've mentored someone who now has more followers than you, gets brand deals, and just landed a speaking gig you wanted. A major brand offers you $750,000 to join their team and quietly undercut her. You don't have to bash her publicly, but you will replace her. Do you take it? Or you hit the red button and let her shine?
You gotta be stupid not to take it. I mean, right? I'll take it.
You'll take it?
Yeah, sure, I'll take it.
If nobody knows you, okay.
Right.
You find out one of the most beloved educators in the industry, someone with millions of followers, is teaching unsafe, damaging techniques. You've given the platform to expose her with proof, and it will boost your credibility, but it will end her career. Do you go public or hit the red button and keep the peace?
Keep the peace. Keep the peace.
You have a private vault of wild client stories, celebrity secrets, and behind-the-scenes DMs. BuzzFeed offers you $1 million for an exclusive tell-all article. No fake names, full exposure, career making for you, career breaking for others. Do you sign the deal or hit the red button and stay silent forever?
Silent forever.
Hit the button. Last question I have for you. You're approached by a company offering you a brand deal worth $3 million to be the face of the new miracle formula for hair. You know the formula doesn't work as promised and might even damage hair long term, but no one else does. Do you take a bag or hit the red button and walk away from millions?
I wouldn't change that. Like,
No.
I wouldn't do it.
Nope.
No.
All right. Anyways, let's drink to that.
L'chaim.
And that's a wrap on another unfiltered episode of The Raw Lens. Huge shout out to Alivtina for not just showing up, but showing out with her true value and decades of beauty industry wisdom. If you're not already following her, fix that right now.
Right now.
Follow her on Instagram at Beauty Junkie. Join the 48,000 beauty pros in the Facebook group. And listen, if you got even one gem from this episode, follow The Raw Lens on Instagram. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. We've got more heat, more guests, and even crazier stories coming your way. I'm your host, Lionheart. And until next time, keep it raw, keep it real, and always stay locked on.